Welcome back, Filmaholics. My name is Kyle Carrick, but in this channel you find anything and everything filmmaking. So today we're gonna be talking about the Oscars, specifically Best Picture.
And the Oscar goes to Parasite.
So in 2020, in the Oscars, what won the Best Picture was Parasite. It is the first foreign film to win Best Picture. Now I'm really proud of that, but I didn't make the movie. But why am I proud of that? Because I am an Asian American. And as an Asian American, someone who is inherently Asian and then also grew up in America, it is really common for our parents to really watch like Korean dramas, Chinese dramas, or wherever we came from, their dramas, and they're usually really bad. They're usually worse than the soap operas in America. The CGI is beyond out of date. It's as if they're still in the 90s and or not 90s, the 2000s. And just seeing a movie made by someone similar in race in Asia be able to be recognized as the best picture is really cool to see, because now we don't have that reputation. And we didn't before because we had those action movies like John Woo movies and stuff like that, but in the same time, we've been known to make martial art movies, like movies literally based on our culture, and it's great. But they've never been recognized as the best picture of the year. Now, personally, for me, it wasn't the best picture because 1917 just blew my mind. But Parasite is a wonderful movie, and it really shows our side of culture, but in the same time brings it to a wider audience, because now with Netflix and other streaming services that allow you to have subtitles on everything, everyone puts subtitles on everything, so everyone's kind of used to being able to watch a foreign film because we're gonna be reading subtitles anyway. So it's really cool to see that it brings out a wider audience to our culture. And I know I'm not personally in the same Asian culture as his, but it is all very similar if you really look at it. And I'm happy about that. Parasite winning the Oscar also shows that us as people in America are able to really look into different other forms of media, not forms of media, more like other locations and cultures of media, and be able to appreciate a lot of it. It's very similar to, I don't really like to say this because it just gives Hollywood a bad rep, but now that, there's Jordan Peele and everyone like in his movies are able to get more recognized, and he said that he doesn't want to cast any white people in his movies. He wants mainly black actors, and it's not because he doesn't want to work with white people, it's because he wants to get those actors and lift them up in Hollywood. He wants to improve upon his people's, I guess, status. And it's really cool that, yes, Asians aren't like discriminated too much, but in the same time, we haven't been in the limelight as well, and it's really cool to see that with the rom-com Crazy Rich Asians also getting a lot of rep, and a lot of just stuff like that in general just getting more and more recognized. So the fact that as Americans we're able to see these other cultures and appreciate them instead of like downing them or anything like that, it's really cool. And it's, a lot of people like to think that America right now is at the worst racist time, and it really isn't if you really think about it, because as the masses we care about that, as our generation does. Maybe not the boomers, I guess, but in the same time, we're not biased. We're able to learn constantly. We're still in the age of learning. It's difficult to learn after the age of 25, but you still can. And our generation is kind of meant and bred to learn constantly. We're always having innovations with our phones, with technology in general, with everything that's happening in the media. We get it front face, like within a week of something happening, everyone knows about it. So I think that's a good thing. And those are my thoughts on Parasite winning Best Picture. I'm really glad that it won, even though I wanted 1917 to win, but in the same time, everyone kind of appreciates that movie now. A lot of people who haven't seen it and saw that it won Best Picture now watched it and loved it, and then a lot of people who loved that movie and watched it since earlier this year, they appreciate that movie as well. There's no controversies of it winning, and that's a really good progressive idea that we are able to do that. It's really cool. And I guess those are my final things to say about the Oscars and Best Picture and Parasite in general. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to dream on.